السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. أما بعد، قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في القرآن الكريم والفرقان الحميد: فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الصلاة كانت على المؤمنين كتابا موقوتا. Respected teachers and my dear brothers in Islam, today I stand before you to say a few words on the topic Salah, the second pillar of Islam. My dear brothers in Islam, Salah is the second pillar of Islam. The Salah is a mode wherein a believer communicates with his Allah. This pillar does not mean simply to pray whenever or however, but they are obligatory prayers that every Muslim must perform to submit to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There are 5 such prayers every day at fixed times. As Allah says in Quran, in Surah An-Nisa, verse 103, Inna salata kanat al-mu'minina kitaban mawquta. Indeed, Salah is enjoined on the believers at fixed times. These repeated prayers continually remind the person of his relationship with his Lord and his true purpose in life. My dear brothers in Islam, the prayers are a type of purification for a Muslim. This repeated standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Salah reminds him to be conscious of Allah and keeps the person away from sins. As Allah says in the Quran, in Surah Al-Ankabut, verse 45, Inna salata tanha anil fahsha'i wal munkar. Verily, Salah prevents from sins of every kind and evil wicked deed of every kind. عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه أنه سمع رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول: أرأيتم لو أن نهرا بباب أحدكم يغتسل فيه كل يوم 5 ماذا تقول؟ يبقي من درنه؟ قالوا: لا يبقي من درنه شيئا. فقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم فقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: فذلك مثل الصلوات الخمس يمحو الله بها الخطايا. رواه البخاري. In a hadith mentioned in Bukhari, Hazrat Abu Hurairah radhiyallahu anhu narrated, I heard the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying, if a person had a stream outside his door and he bathed in it 5 times a day, do you think he will have any dirt left on him? The people said, no dirt will remain on him. Then the Prophet Muhammad said, فَذَلِكَ مِثْلُ الصَّلَوَاتِ الْخَمْسِ يَمْحُ اللَّهُ بِهَا الْخَطَايَا. That is like 5 daily prayers. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wipes away the sins by them. So, our prayers should, thus the prayers in itself is a good deed that wipes away our evil deed. And not to forget the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, where He says in Surah Taha, verse 14, وَأَقِمِ الصَّلَاةَ لِذِكْرِي. So establish Salah for my remembrance. So our prayers should be on a time of us remembering Allah, fearing Him and repenting sincerely, so that we may be amongst the successful ones. As Allah says in the Quran, in Surah Al-Mu'minun, verse 1 and 2, قَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ فِي صَلَاتِهِمْ خَاشِعُونَ. Indeed, believers are the successful, those who offer their Salah, those who offer their prayers with all solemnity and full submissiveness. At last, I pray to Allah, may the Almighty Allah make us amongst those whose prayers are accepted and amongst the successful ones. Ameen. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.